A lot of people get kind of nervous when they're heading into a job interview, but that's normal. But did you know that employers, well, they can choose you whether or not to hire you in the first 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Here to share some interview tips is Phil Blair, President and CEO of Manpower San Diego. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So tell me a little bit about this. We know first impressions are important, but to think that you only have 6 minutes,
Right.
that's crazy.
You know, you have 6 minutes before people like me decide whether to hire you or not. And then after 6 minutes, we're like confirming our decision, or we're going, oh, maybe I was wrong. But like human beings, we don't like to announce we're wrong. But those seconds are very important in the very beginning. When you first introduce yourself, do you jump up? Do you stick your hand out? Do you say, good morning, Mr. Smith? My name is Jane Smith, I'm your 8 o'clock appointment, so that the first impression is, wow, this is a really sharp, bubbly, outgoing person. I'm going to enjoy this interview.
Very important. You know, my mom always would judge people off of their handshake. And I think the same thing is very significant when doing an interview.
No, my son in his MBA presentation for USC talked about Handshake 101 and how important it is to the very beginning. So those are MBA students.
Right.
Right? It is so important. And women, no dead fish, right?
Yeah.
Throw it back in the water and see if it comes back to life. And don't break my hand to prove you're macho and can handle any obstacle at work, right?
So firm.
Normal handshake, like a guy's normal handshake. No, you got nothing to prove, right? So, you know, it's little things like that that are important. You know, I tell people don't bring a purse and a notebook and a bottle of water and your phone, because when the interviewer, rounds the corner to get you and you jump up quickly, you don't want this stuff like flying all over the place, right, that you're dropping, right? You want to be in control of the situation. You're not going to make any phone calls. Why don't you leave your purse, your phone in your purse or in your briefcase? Just bring a notebook, and that's all you need, right?
Right, and I think that that's very important, especially in this day and age, to not look like you're on your phone the second that somebody comes up to interview you as well.
Right, and then start the conversation. You ask for this appointment. A lot of people think about it, well, you called me for an 8 o'clock appointment, so you manage the process. I encourage people to start the conversation. Talk about something in their office, if they like golf or they have pictures of little children. You have a conversation. Impress me that this is somebody I want to spend some time with. This isn't a grilling. You'll be surprised how many people think, oh, I'm quite relaxed. But they're grabbing the desk like, oh my God, what are you going to ask me? And I'm going like, get this over with as fast as I can. This is not somebody I see in our company. So people need to stop and think about that, because to them it's like, oh, I'm really relaxed. Well, practice a little bit here, because I hire people I want to work with. If you got to the interview, then you have the skills, you have the education, right? You got to the pinnacle.
Right, your foot's in the door.
This is a time to say, I'm a sharp, bright, articulate person, and we're going to enjoy working together.
Very quickly, how much importance is in what you wear? Because that's what everybody usually worries about. What are you going to wear to the interview? Well,
it is very important. And we're going to talk next week about body language during an interview, but no dangly bracelet. I don't want to hear bracelets dangling. I don't want to try to count how many earrings you have in your ear. Cover all tattoos. This is where you want to be mainstream, and I want to talk to you and not distracted by short skirts or boots or high heels or tight blouse. Don't put me in awkward situations during an interview, men or women. And just dress as if you were going to work, because that's the impression I want to see. I want to see you in my workplace as if you belong there. And you'll make a great impression every single time.
How did I do in under 6 minutes? I did okay?
You did very well. Very well. I think I'm going to offer you the job.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Negotiations are next.
Appreciate it, Phil Blair from Manpower, for coming in and giving us some wonderful tips.
My pleasure.
All right.